Hey guys, it's Neech. I hope everybody's doing well. Just wanted to give my opinion on the Peacock now having the WWE network. About 2 weeks ago, Peacock took over everything, and fortunately for me, I didn't have to go through ordering anything. My cable company carries Peacock, so pretty much I could just go right to the Peacock network and watch the WWE. But here's the problem. They are not going to have all the stuff up probably till maybe August, early September, and the reason is they're going through every bit of the WWE library to make sure that they don't have anything on there that's offensive. They already took out the Rowdy Piper match versus Bad News Brown in WrestleMania 6. If you remember that, Piper painted half his body black. They've also taken out an issue where Vince McMahon was doing some type of song with John Cena, and I guess he used the N-word. Which, by the way, both of those things were stupid and tasteless to begin with, so I don't have a problem if I never see those again. That Piper thing was dumb. It made no sense. It was very racist. Vince McMahon using that word, I don't care. Whenever that word's used, it's never appropriate, so I have no problem with that. Peacock, they're locked in for 5 years. This network's theirs for at least 5 years. They could do whatever they want. If you remember, in the 80s, there was a lot of offensive things that we probably all laughed at back then, but today they wouldn't be accepted. You're going to have to take all that stuff out and forget about the Attitude Era. I mean, everything was offensive in the Attitude Era, if you think about it. Middle fingers left and right, the raunchiness. There was even an angle with the Nation of Domination and the Hart Foundation where I think the Hart Foundation used some racial language or did something racial. So you're going to have to wipe out the whole Attitude Era. My advice to the Peacock Network is to just simply put a disclaimer on everything that you show that's going to be offensive. Then protect yourself, because you're going to find so many things that are inappropriate. And I can think about that stupid Katie Vick angle they did in the 2000s, which was just dumb. You know, WWE did a lot of dumb things. There's no doubt about it. Austin, he was drinking beer all the time. I'm sure they're going to find that offensive. There's just going to be so many things that you're going to have to look at, and you're either going to have to say to yourself, is this offensive? Is this part of the show? What do we do as far as that? Because you're going to run into a lot of bad things. In the 80s, people said stuff that would never fly today, making fun of midgets, making fun of people where they're from and stuff, and Jesse Ventura did that a lot. He did it for the show. I don't want to ever say he's a racist, because I definitely don't think he is, but he said a lot of offensive things. I don't think Tito Santana ever found anything Jesse did offensive. If you read his book, he always felt like Jesse was great for the heel part of the announcing. A lot of people would find that offensive today, and that's the problem you're going to run into. Let's think about this. How about the Iron Sheik, the way he used to go after America and stuff and used to criticize America? Are they going to have to edit that out? In my opinion, Peacock's best way to go about all of this is just to put a disclaimer up. Now, I have no problem taking the Rowdy Piper Bad News Brown match out, and I had no problem with them taking that thing out when Vince McMahon used that awful word. There's not really going to be much of a network, because so many things that the WWE did, they kind of pushed the envelope. You're not going to be able to show everything if you're going to go through everything and find if it meets the standards of the network. So, I mean, the best thing they could do, honestly, is to put a disclaimer. Some people are impatient because they had the network, and I had it too, and there was so much stuff up there. You had Saturday Night's Main Event, Wrestling Challenge had just finally been put up. There's a ton of stuff, and now you're going to have to wait till maybe August or September. I don't really mind waiting. Listen, after having this pandemic that we've had for the last 13 months, if we had to wait 3 or 4 months for the network to get everything, we shouldn't be impatient about that. Don't kid yourself. They didn't buy the network just to show the library that the WWE has. Now, that's part of it. But the big reason is they could show the live events like WrestleMania or SummerSlam or any one of those pay-per-views. They know they're going to make money on that, and that's why they really did it. But at the end of the day, you're going to get a lot of frustrated fans if you're going to pull everything. A lot of people, this was their childhood. This is what they remember. They're going to get very impatient if you start doing that. And that's just how I feel. I think the best thing to do is just put a disclaimer on everything, and then you can't go wrong there. It should be interesting to see where they go forward with this and how that's going to affect the growth of the network on Peacock. And that's all for today, short and sweet. I hope everyone's doing well. Mike, I happen to see one of the videos you posted about the Uncle Sam band. I really like it. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay? All right, bye-bye.